So after the events of last time that we will not be talking about, we're in the snowy mountainous regions, so this should mean new jobs, which means more resources to upgrade our plane. But let's get those first. Let's just fly around and see what we find. If we can get off the ground, oh my goodness. Yeah, our plane needs some work. But there is a airport right over here. Whoa, a big valley, hello. Let's just fly in here super casually. Is this the research facility that we were supposed to go to, or was that where we took off from? Either way, we crashed down very gently. We received the data from the weather station, so this is the research facility. But we need more data to figure out the source of the earthquake. Can you figure out the source of the signal I've been getting? Can you collect soil samples for us? Wait, we're a plane, why are we collecting dirt? So we're going, oh, there's a few places that we have access to, an ice packing plant and a mine. I've been hanging around Blitz too much. I can hear his voice echo in my brain whenever I say that. But can we please get over the mountain here? Thank you. So the mine is over this way. And I guess we could throttle back a little bit since we're in the air already to save a little bit of fuel consumption. And I think that's it over there. Man, if we get stuck down in these regions, we are not getting out. I will not be a set piece for a Tomb Raider game. But there's the mine, with a couple of little excavators there. Gently glide on in, not natural quake. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I think everybody figured that. So, mysterious signal, you are late to the party. Now the mine is asking for food delivered from the farm and fishing port. Oh great, we have to get from the farm to here in 70 seconds. We're gonna need to get some ludicrous speed. Probably having trouble because of the earthquake. Okay, so where's the fishing port? And are these the dirt samples that we need? Oh, so they want ore, ice, and stone. And they give fuses. Nice. And the fishing port looks strangely landlocked. I don't know whose idea that was. But actually the farm, I guess, isn't terribly far away. It kind of is, but kind of isn't. Now the question is, how heavy is this stuff? The ore is 4? Okay, it's not as bad as the wooden logs that we had to deliver before, but we need 300 cargo space to haul the stone? Goodness. But at least here we only need 2 ore, which is the same as one of those wood logs, so it should be okay, hopefully. We're definitely gonna need different planes, I feel like. One for heavy stuff and one for quick stuff. Let's see how difficult it is to get out of here because we kind of had trouble before. Maybe we can ramp up this mountain. Oh gosh, okay, there goes landing gear, but we are airborne. Just gotta get over there. Oh gosh, the drag that this is producing. Do not need to be Tokyo drifting through the air, not yet. Also, what was the runway facing for this place? I think it was kind of more sideways to us. I hope I'm right, because I'm just gonna be a crash landing anyway. Anakin and Obi-Wan will have nothing on my landing skills. Just need a little bit more boost to flatten out, and ooh, this is working. Yes, this is working. We made it. Thank you for the ore. And there's 108 coins. Very nice, but I feel like we need to get back to base and adjust our plane anyway. Also, there's bald eagles even out here? Crazy. Although, why don't we fly over to the ice packing plant and see just how crazy that is to haul places. So there it is, but it's also, wow, the runway's on the other side of the building from here. That's annoying. Just gotta yaw our way in. Okay, oh, there goes landing gear again, but land it, thank you. The earthquake damaged our ice packing plans. Can you help us get the materials for repairs? Oh, sure, is it the lumber place again? The ice, oh, okay, so it weighs less than the stone, but it's also fragile. So we probably can't crash or do crazy maneuvers with it. But this might be easier to deal with than a timer. So we need 5 ice, wow. I don't think we can hold 5. We can only hold 3. Well, might as well take some of it back. But we are dealing with 9 pounds of cargo this time instead of 8. Oh no, an ice broke. So it's not enough to just land safely. We also need to not bump as much. But at least there's scrap out here. Now, where the heck are we going? We lost the objective marker. There it is. Just mark it, please. Okay, thank you. Now we do need to be gentle on the landing, I guess. But ooh, hold on. Scrap over there. I don't know. Hey, we did reach it. Okay, so let's just fly in close. It's actually a pretty good spot to approach this place from. That little creek, valley, river, lake thing. Not sure what mountain bodies of water are called. But we don't break the wheel, okay? We delivered some ice, but it was only 2 of them. So we should definitely go back to base now. And then hopefully we can get some good research here too. So we have plenty of fuses, but not enough scrap. Except for the battery there, but nothing we have is really battery dependent. But if we get just 5 more scrap, we can get jet engines. That should be better. Or turboprop, which is a little more scrap. Ooh, and there's rockets? Oh boy, this is looking fun. But someone did give the idea of taking some of these propeller engines and strapping them on the back here, which I guess is a thing. I didn't realize that would click in so easily. So we just do that. Oh, I guess not on all of them because we only have enough for 2 of those. This is looking a little interesting now, but we can also adjust the things. So we can invert the opposite facing engines, and then that should give us more speed, which also means we are using more fuel. So can we afford a few more fuel canisters? It looks like we can. And people were saying that we can move the fuel canisters inside the plane to reduce drag, but having them in line with the wings really isn't doing too bad for the drag. It's definitely not as bad as other things. Although people were also saying having the wings in line with the center of gravity was better. But shifting the wings back also shifts the center of gravity back, so maybe the fuel canisters go in front, but that's where the drag problem comes in. But still hugging everything around the wings centers out the gravity a little bit better, and then also moving the singular landing gear to the front. So that should rotate better, and that's actually looking a lot better for planes. But now if we move them into the plane here, hopefully that doesn't cause problems. Whoa, okay, very heavy in the back, I see. So there's too much gravity in the back. Or you know what, it's because the wheels are in front of the center of gravity. That would make sense. A little bit back here. That should hopefully do better. But now the front wheel is lower than the back wheels. Is there a better wheel that we can put here? Another big wheel in the front maybe? That is an ugly angle right there. Just move this slightly in. I guess I could have done that to the other wheels too, but you know what? This should be fine. Now please don't tip right away, but we also gotta lift off right away. Okay, so we can get lift right away, so that's good news. And up we go! Look at this! We have way more speed! I don't even know where to go next. Oh, this is weird. This is breaking my brain a little bit with the propellers going backwards. But we should... Oh, there's a factory there? What do we need that for? Ah, that's where we get the stuff for the ice packing plant. So let's go that way, because we're kind of facing that way anyway, and my goodness, the speed that we can get. So there it is. Okay, coming in very hot. But gliding in here should be actually pretty simple. Whoa, use the speed. Oh, that was bad. That would have shattered like all the ice probably. More earthquake problems. And I guess just sitting here is bad for the wheels. So they need materials delivered too, and yes. Success. Oh wow, the copper is very heavy, an extra 10 pounds? And the glass is also fragile. Do they need steel too? 1 copper, 10 glass, but they give 30 scrap? Oh wow. Let's deal with the copper first, because I don't think we can carry all the glass anyway. Well, we could, but let's not deal with the fragile yet until we get our landing situation better. And just get off the ground as soon as possible. Oh wow, we can get rotation very early. To the point it's kind of a detriment. But as long as we get there, it's a detriment that we can deal with. Hopefully bumping the butt of the plane on the ground doesn't destroy fragile things. And now let's reduce to half throttle. I feel like that's a lot better for coming in for a landing, but angles. It's a game of angles. And okay, copper is fine. Copper can survive this. 225 coins. We are really ramping up in value here, which is good because I imagine these plane repairs are kind of expensive. But now the place needs 3 more ice, which we can carry. And then we reset. Lift off right away, please, please. Okay, rotation, very careful rotation. Get up in the air if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And then wherever the place was, the needed ice right there. This is gonna be very risky coming in for a landing, but if we use that valley that we flew through before, it should be a lot more gentle. Let's just reduce to half speed already, so we don't have crazy velocities coming in. Although we are losing altitude kind of quick. Just need to, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Land it. Slow down. Very good. Oh, we're here. Yes, all the ice delivered. It's actually working pretty well. 306 coins. Yes. Did we get anything else? Or do you need anything else? Oh no, you needed the stone as well, so we need way more cargo. How do we do that with this? It's hard enough as it is. Why don't we help other people first? Like, we haven't even seen that fishing port yet. I imagine it's another spot that has a timer, but that is also back this way. It's been a little bit since the weird signal talked to us. I'm starting to feel a little bit lonely, but there's a fishing port, and sure enough, that is a very landlocked airport. Could I make a seaplane? That would be fun. Not really sure what I would use it for, but, you know, it looks cool. And we severely overshot the runway, but I kind of don't care. Just gotta curve around this way. I guess we are Tokyo drifting. All of our fishing ships were destroyed by the earthquake. Great. And of course you need materials too, so probably a lot of steel. Oh wow, these things have even shorter timers than the farm food. You need 2 fish delivered and 4 fruit. At least the fish is not heavy. We'll see if our plane is still a catch-all, but we do need to be quick because of the wheels. Okay, load cargo, 1, 2, take off, take off, take off, and then deliver the fish 8 miles away. I have no idea if the farm is even further away, but we should be able to make it. But the time is also already halfway out, and we did not cover half of the distance. So I don't think our plane is quick enough, unless we can get it incredibly close. More or less a crash landing as soon as we can touch down. And no, the fish expired. Oh, we were almost there. But you know what? I think it's about time we made a fast plane anyway. And to that effect, let's take advantage of these jets that we have access to now. Yes, please unlock those. Oh, and the next one only costs scrap this time, not the fuses. But it did also cost all of our scrap to unlock that. And wow, the jet engines cost 1,000, goodness. I was hoping to unlock a different cockpit to make a small, fast plane, but maybe all we need is to upgrade this one from its propellers to jet engines. So let's retire those. We have basically nothing here. Are these heavy? A weight of 1, which is the same as these, but that is a considerable increased amount of thrust. So now we have a proper jet plane. Hopefully the fuel keeps up. Should we just strap 2 of these on here? Oh no, we can only afford 1. Well, hopefully less wing weight is better on the wheels, and we should be able to afford better tail wings as well. Which, yeah, I recognize are the same as this, but it should be fine. So now with the money that we do have, what does it take to maybe expand the fuselage to stone carrying capacities? We need like 300 for that, so it needs to be all the way out here. I think we can do something better than just a gigantic bus. It's not even an air bus anymore, it's an air limo. We can do that, so that is enough. Oh, wow. This is stupid. But we can bring it to that, which makes the plane very heavy and the wings very stubby. What am I looking at here? Scoot the wings back a little bit. I apologize, but I gotta try it. Okay, the jets sound pretty nice. Oh, there go our wheels. And I feel like our plane is now too heavy for the jets. we have a tube. We're getting off the ground. You know what? Challenge accepted. Let's get that stone. We are already too heavy for the wheels, but this thing is working. And we just gotta land it without crashing into an excavator, ideally. What? Slow down. Reverse the jets. Is that even a thing? We're here, so we can get from point A to point B. It's just, wow. And we can store a stone, which just increases the weight even more. Hopefully we can get this thing off the ground, because that was a lot of weight. There go the wheels. That was kind of a given. They weren't long for this world anyway. Hopefully we can just ramp off of this mountain here. Oh dear, I'm getting flashbacks to the other plane that struggled to get over land. Okay, I've learned my lesson. We can't afford the silly just yet. But this should work a little bit better, actually. Oh wait, the light wheels have a better low limit than the big wheels? I would not have expected that. Let's get this guy out of here. Tiny wheel in front. The plane is a little bit bigger, but, oh, rotation right away. Okay, this is way better than the tube. We can't collect stone though, so let's try the fish thing again. We can get a top speed of over 200, so we should very easily be able to just glide in here. No promises about landing quality, but hopefully we don't crash into a boat that's on land or a building. Okay, stop. There we go, made it. So cargo, 1, 2, and away we go. Ah, lost wheels. We don't need them. Just rotate. Thank you. And then we just gotta get up to speed. So the timer is halfway down and we are a little bit closer. Just need to keep going faster. There it is. Slide on in. Oh, stop. Slow down. No, it expired, but we were here. Oh, hello again. Quake, decay, labs, critical, and stable. So it's a bunch of science hippies that were causing the earthquakes. You know, that makes sense. Okay, so the fish and I guess food in general really isn't that heavy, so we don't need all of this space to try and transport it. That should also save on the wheels a whole bunch. So if we just do something like that, and then what if we taper the whole thing? It does lose quite a bit of space doing that. So maybe we don't need to, just something more manageable for the weight of the plane to manage. A lot of management. I guess we're going back to snubby airplanes. So at least it looks like the wheels are okay. And we can get up to speed way sooner, so that's ideal. Honestly, it feels like the biggest part of this plane is the wheels. This is ridiculous. But we have top speeds of 300? Wow. Okay, slow down, slow down. Whoa, hold up. Time out. Take a break. Do a barrel roll. Can we actually do a barrel roll? It's not letting me do a barrel roll. Okay, fine. Time to glide in like normal. I said normal. Oh, hello. Core breach, dangerous levels, evacuate. I'm sorry. I thought this was just a simple surface problem with aliens, not core meltdown. I'm just trying to deliver fish here. So thankfully we can rotate very early, and we should be able to get to the halfway point before the halfway point of the timer is out. Otherwise, what did we reduce the size of this plane for? Okay, so the top speed now is kind of leveling out at 230, or it's not going up as fast. So it's still gonna be close. It's also right down in this area. Ooh, okay, slow down now. Oh, we actually should have plenty of time to land. Just land it actually properly. Oh dear, too much time. Now we're not gaining speed too much quicker, but we are still gaining speed as we go over there. So hopefully, by the time this is halfway down, we are halfway to our destination, which we kind of are. The problem is getting the landing in that small valley there. Probably gotta slow down as we are arriving and pull up at the right time, which is now. Oh, touchdown, we made it. Now stop, stop, that's an excavator. Oh, that doesn't exist. Thank you for the fish. 315 coins, very nice. Now, if we take this plane back to the farm, it should be much easier to get to because it's actually kind of the same distance away as the fishing port was. Plus, there's a better entrance right there, and our plane can get to 300 speed. But does the farm have access to the ocean? I guess not quite. Not the most easy access. Oh, that was a tree. Oh gosh, fly too fast. Okay, the farm doesn't exist either, I guess. It's all an illusion. The trees are not an illusion. Oh, hey, but we're here. So that place wanted 4 fruits, and we can hold that much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, loading up on the go, and away we go. I think it doesn't weigh as much as a fish either. I forgot to look at that, but everything about this should be way easier than the fish, especially because the time is longer too. All right, our destination is in sight, so let's start to slow down. We still have half of our time remaining. This plane is awesome. Now just don't hit the tree, thank you. And then, what? We don't need landing gear anyway. There we go, we got the fruit. 340 coins and 15 scrap, excellent. The mines are unstable due to the earthquake. Yeah, go figure. We haven't received any wood to reinforce the mines. Okay, a lot of intercontinental travel now happening. At least that's even closer. 3 lumber and 2 wood logs. Well, since we're here, the factory does need ore, so let's take that over. Ideally before our wheels combust. Whoop, they combusted. Come on, get the lift, get the lift, get the lift. Oh, we got the lift. And we're flying so fast, it's very easy to overshoot our destination, but thankfully we got it. And thankfully ore is not fragile. So we just gotta gently touch down, as gentle as we need to. Easy, 185 coins. We can almost get 2 more turbines, as if we need more speed. But we can try taking glass over there, I guess, to the ice factory anyway. 10 glass though. So as long as we can take off before the wheels combust, okay, this will make landing interesting. Just gotta get some lift, if you don't mind. Broke some glass, but it's only 3 of them, so that's not terrible. As long as we have most of the glass, we can still try this. Just have to take a little more care with the landing. And there's also an airport over there that I have no idea what that is. Is that just a village? What is that? It's an SOS, oh dear. I'm not gonna have to transport people, am I? People are fragile. But let's just gently glide in over the trees. And then a little up. Ooh, oh no, 2 more glass broke. So we got half of it. At least they paid us for half. And thankfully this place only needs 2 ice delivered to it, which is still putting pressure on the wheels, but not as much, and we're able to take off. Okay, so the core is melting down. As if I needed more issues to worry about. Unless it's talking about like a spaceship core, hopefully. Wasn't expecting this game to have apocalypse scenarios, but we also gotta be careful with the ice. So let's just take advantage of all the ground we have. Oh, butter! Beautifully smooth landing. Even if we're not on the runway, who cares? 108 coins for the ice, and that was all you needed, right? We have 2,000 coins now too. Hey, 15 scrap. But where do we get more fuses? We could use even more materials, of course. You want even more ore and ice? Oh, good grief. Let's just load up 5 pieces of glass, which hopefully, oh, that's putting pressure on the wheels, but hopefully we can take off. Oh, good, we can. Okay, now we should be able to do a much smoother landing. It would help if we remembered which way the runways come in at, but oh, we forgot to set that. It would help if we knew where we were going too. But having a lineup on the runways where the altitude is the lowest, or I guess the elevation of mountains is the lowest, that would make my life a lot easier. But we are getting more accustomed to high speeds. Oh, even better landing than last time. Whoop, and there goes a wheel, but all the glass is safe. 244 coins for that. Goodbye, wheel. Oh, goodbye, other wheel. And there's 30 scrap. Very nice. We should be able to research a few things. And of course, even more materials. Oh, you want steel this time? Is there anywhere that actually gives fuses? I guess this research facility does, but we still need to deliver stone there. And I do want to see what that deal was with the SOS. It might be this area's version of like a village, but it is over this way. So let's go and have a look-see. Yeah, it looks like a campsite, and they do have an SOS. So what if we just park on the SOS? Oh, even, that was the best landing yet. Now slow down. Very nice. Finally, someone found us. We got stranded here. Could it have been from an earthquake by chance? And then you want food. You want crab? I thought you were in survival mode. Why are you trying to eat fancy? Or is crab just kind of like a standard dish in some of these fishing communities? Someone that lives on a coast will have to answer that question. And then the crabs have an even shorter time than the fish. So we might need those 2 jets on this fast plane regardless. But let's do the fish first, because there's only 2 of those. And they have the longer duration. Which I get that fish like stink up pretty quickly, but we're in a winter area. Why can't we just like shovel them in with snow, preserve them a little bit? Or better yet, stop at the ice facility, pick up some ice, and then put the fish on ice. But we gotta make sure we land this. Okay, very nice. Now stop, slow down, slow down. Oh good, we were still in range of the camp. And they're stranded, but they still have plenty of coins to give. And they also have an infinite amount of fuel for us, so that's nice. And honestly, with this high speed, we can turn off the engines pretty early. Just gently glide in. Oh, nope, too much pull up. Actually land it, thank you. We're on the runway, it counts. Okay, 45 seconds. Can we do that? We did the fish pretty okay, and that's 10 more seconds. So maybe? Let's just get a little bit of speed before we load up so we can take off way sooner. Okay, yeah, crabs are not very heavy at all. So we just gotta get really good speed and level out as soon as we can so it can all go towards forward momentum instead of up. It feels like we're making pretty good time. It is gonna be close. Just gotta sail on in and then pull up. What? Just stop, just stop, just stop, just stop. No, the crab expired. We were going too fast. You know, now's a great time to just do some research anyway. So there's a turboprop engine that we could get, which does not have as much thrust as the jet engines, but there's a bigger jet engine, and there's a bigger cockpit size that we can get. That is double the cargo of our current one, wow. But we definitely need stronger wheels, so for sure this. And it's actually retractable wheels, wow. And let's make sure we get the cockpit as well. And straight wing? Sure. So we might be able to do better with our heavy plane. So instead of these things, we put on a small jet engine here and then on the very end of the wings. So now it looks like an AC-130. But we also do kind of need to redecorate this, so sell the whole thing. And then the cockpit goes there. Is that actually bigger than the last one? I guess it's about the same size, but more cargo space is always good. And then straight wing here. Whoa, that is big. That is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Probably need a bigger body size to match, especially because that one item was like needing 300 space. So very much bigger size. Also, is it just smeared to the wings in general? Just kind of look backwards. Oh, and they're also angled up. I didn't realize that. So they're like giant glider wings, it seems like. Although that was its own research item, so oh well. If it helps us, then I'll take it. And we already don't have enough money for 2 of these. So let's try to reduce the size here, just to squeeze out 200 more monies. And that'll do it, but then we won't have room for wheels. Not even the cheapest bike wheels are affordable. And we need 200 more for just one of these retractable wheels? Goodness. Okay, maybe we don't need 2 of those because we're also under limit for the 300 whatever thing. So we get just big enough for that. Okay, so everything for this plane should work, but it's also a little bit weird. We need these wings a little bit further back from the center of gravity, which also moves that back, but at least the wheels are behind it now. Can we influence it just a little bit more this way? Maybe if we rotated the wheels so they're in the back like this? That does put them behind the center of gravity. And, you know, maybe to help with the size problem, instead of just a tube, we influence some of the area of our fuselage. So we can have it be a little taller and shorter. And then we can also do a fuselage section in here to act as kind of like the joiner point between the 2 halves. So we do that, and then, is that like this? I have made a rocket, but that should work better. Now it is looking more bus-like. Whether or not that's what I want, I'm not sure yet. But it should mean that we are able to, oh my gosh, this is looking worse. And then with this extra space, we can move the wings down while still obeying the center of gravity. That honestly doesn't look the worst thing I've ever seen. And we still have all that cargo space. And we're still able to take off, and then we retract with this button. Woo, that's very fast. And I should cut back on drag too. But I just realized I forgot fuel tanks. Hopefully we can make it there. And it'll be interesting, but I think we will make it there. We'll just have no fuel for anything. And then landing gear down, and then pull up. Whoa, made it. We made it, we made it, we made it. Reverse, reverse. We made it. Wow. And it's just 1 stone that we need. Oh, but that is so much weight. Let's take off right away, how about? Oh, the wheels are in so much pain right now, but please lift. Please lift. Whoa, oh, it's a bit late. We lost front landing gear. Just please get in the air. Holy moly, we're in the air. Now please get over the mountains. Wow, we need way better jet engines. But the research facility is right there. We just happen to be out of fuel. It's fine, no worries. Just, oh, pull up right before the water. No. Well, we lost a different landing gear on the next takeoff, but hopefully we can get there a little bit easier. Very hopeful thinking. I also forgot to retract the other bits of it. And then let's cut the fuel for now, just so we have some in case of emergencies. And then glide down too much. Oh, we're alive, we're alive. Oh dear, not for long. As soon as wheels leave the ground, we will retract. And then up we go, up we go. Oh, we still have all of our bits. We still have all our pieces. But man, it is taking like all of the throttle to keep this thing up and over the mountains. Really should have added those fuel tanks, but we got close. Just need to get as much altitude as we can, and then we can hopefully just glide on in. Nope, nope, gliding is not an option. Gliding is not an option. Losing altitude. Oh dear. Whoa, clip the mountain. We're alive, but it's all the way over there. Well, this kind of sums up my experience so far. So definitely need more of those. Now it says weird because the drag is more apparent on the top of this and a little bit on the bottom, but ultimately it's still working. And we have plenty of fuel by the time we get back here. So landing gear deploy, then glide on in, hopefully with a little bit of speed just for safety's sakes. And we're fine. And we just have the same struggle as before, but oh dear, it's more wheel weight. Oh no, we lost all that. And I think the front one's about to struggle too. We don't have the forward, or we don't have the verticality that we would like. Oh, but we're up. Need more speed though. Just stay airborne. Oh, please, please, please stay up. I think that extra fuel weight is costing us. So we load the stone, take off right away. There's no actual wheel pressure. Oh, now there is. But it doesn't stick, and we are going up, we're going up, we're going up. Wheels are alive! Wheels are alive! We're airborne! Just stay on course. It's basically the same thing, it just takes a little more to get up, but we can still move forward, so that's good news. And there's a facility, we have plenty of fuel on arrival. Let's just do landing gear down, and then throttle back a little bit, go in, and whoop! We touched down. I didn't realize we touched down that soon. Wheel load is too heavy. We just do it back and forth a little bit, and we delivered the stone. Yes! 830 coins for the effort. Beautiful. And for all of that, it seems there is radioactive material present in the soil. I'll go figure. We don't think this was an earthquake of natural origins. You don't say. Should go to the desert to investigate further. Okay, I didn't realize we did all the research in the winter area so soon. Contacted some people there and the zoning restrictions are lifted. Wow. There's some scrap and there's some fuses. Although there's still people here that need help for other reasons. And we are definitely gonna need all that money going forward. Oh, hello? The earthquake you felt was not a natural earthquake. I know this, you already said this. It was the power plant in the desert exploding. Oh, great. We are in desperate need of your help. Okay, so was it an actual core meltdown instead of the planet? I would prefer that. Whoop, goodbye, wheel. I will send you the exact coordinates of the explosion site. Okay then, cool. So at least it's not a planet threatening scenario. It's just the core of the plant, it seems like. And it's also way over there, explosion site. So we need to take steel, which thankfully is not as bad as the stone. Wonder if we could take multiple things in one trip. 1 steel and 2 copper. So there's 2 copper there and then 1 steel. Now let's get going very quickly. We're about to lose wheels. You know what? I probably should have seen this coming. And we are just losing speed right now. Okay, we're a little overzealous here. So let's do the heavy thing first. Steel. It's still a lot of wheel weight, but oh, it's gone. And we have lift. Yes! Well, okay, maybe not lift, but we have rotation. Clear it! Woo! We're up. We're up. You know, it might not be as bad as stone, but it's still pretty bad. And it's so far away. Need to get altitude and then build up speed, which is not easy. We are going so slow right now. Okay, let's save on the throttle a little bit. Glide as far as we can and then pick up speed right before we crash. And of course, now we're at the point where we need those other fuel tanks. No fuel, great. Maybe we can slide down the mountain to there. If we can land on the mountain without crashing. Ugh, we just won't talk about it. Now we have the means to put 2 sets of jet engines on the fast plane. This might be a little overkill. Now it's like a mini AC-130. And let's just slide the fuel tanks inside here for safety's sake. This honestly shouldn't be too bad. We basically have a jet, like an actual fire jet. Oh my goodness, the speed. I kinda lost track of where we're going now. We need to deliver the crabs. And my goodness, if this isn't fast enough for the crabs, I don't know what is. Oh, hey, we flew over some scrap. I didn't even realize. I'm flying over everything so fast. We were going almost 400. Need to do a bank around here to drop speed before landing, which it looks like it's going pretty well for. Pick up speed. Oh, landing gear. Forgot about landing gear. Oh dear. Too much speed. Too much speed. But you know what? We landed. We just have to be a little far away from the, oh goodness, the throttle control. We were too far away from the facility, but now we're not. All right, crabs. How do you like these speeds? Already vertical, already flying. It's so fresh, it's like we ripped a crab straight out of the water. Oh my goodness, we're already there and we still have half of the time remaining. This is really good. Ooh, approach angle, oh dear. Oh dear, we overshot. Come on. Curve back around and then go on down. We still have time. Just land it. Good enough. We should deliver the crab. 560 coins. Did you have scrap too? Yes, you did. 25 scrap. And of course, more food. More crabs and more fruit. I might as well just get Uber Eats printed on the side of this thing. Whoa, there's actually too much wing stress. Wow. We were going almost 500 there. Oh dear, and we're gonna feel it. Wow, felt that one, Mr. Krabs. Gently down. I promise I was gentle. Let's get a little bit of speed and load up, just so we can take off a lot sooner. Every second's gonna count with this, so it's a good thing we're fast. Now let's go around the mountain like this. I think might be a better approach. Slowing down is absolutely a good approach. Landing gear down is a good approach. We have plenty of time here. We're doing awesome. And then, oh, actually touchdown. Thank you. Slow down. Woo! Drift to a stop. Imagine if Akira had a plane. Now we need to travel 16 miles or whatever to the farm. So it's a good thing we are fast. Egregiously fast. So fast that it's actually putting stress on the wings. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we can fly pretty far on little throttle use. Which really, the farm is right there, so we should have been throttling down this whole time. And then through the trees, as good as we can. Ugh. And oh, beautiful. Only 2 pieces of fruit. So let's roll for a bit and take both of those. Up we go. We're basically carrying nothing. So for us to make this, we are definitely pushing the limits on what these wings can handle. So as soon as we get wing stress, we just have to slow down enough while still maintaining good speed. And we are killing it on time until we're out of fuel. Okay, this is a problem, but we still have plenty of forward momentum, so we can glide and then, ooh, down. Wow. You know, since we're doing so good on time, maybe we can fly a little more carefully. I'm kind of amazed there isn't a sonic boom yet, but we got to 400 and then just fly fast enough to maintain speed while not using too much fuel. We should be fine. Just gotta use enough fuel to stay airborne. But we still have quite a ways to go, obviously. We just need to save fuel so we can brake on landing. And not brake in the, you know, reset kind of way. So we go down. Oh, butter. Smooth. Now slow down to a stop, please. Oh, good. Let me guess, you want more food from somewhere, probably. Thank you for the supplies. Here are 30 scrap. Hey! Oh, and you actually want nothing else. Good. You're not getting it. And now we can afford the big jet engines. Yes, please. What are these? They're jet engines, but they look smaller, and they're taking up more fuel, but they have bigger thrust. But why do they look smaller? I'm not sure. But let's just go ahead and take the biggest jets that we can find. And we can also get bigger tail wings, too. And now we should be able to successfully modify our heavy plane. So instead of these tiny jet engines, we can bring in whatever this is. We don't have enough money for 2 of them, but having one right back here doesn't seem like a bad idea. Except for the fact that the big jet engines cost 3,000 apiece. And we might need to shrink this a little bit to afford 2 of the bigger ones that were kind of like that. And oh, these are like side-mounted things. Oh, well that's different. So what if we have one of these in the bottom back here, because we can afford that, and then 2 of the small ones? I think that should work. Just gotta shift the wheels and the jet things around slightly. So that should be better. But now, can we afford the giant tail fin? Oh my goodness, that is a shark fin if I ever saw one. You know what? I'm just hoping this lifts off because we're kind of scraping the jet engine back there. Okay, wow, this is, this is speed. Oh yeah, just a little jet back there. Wow, we're stressing those wings too. Oh, this is amazing. Whoa, too close on that. Need to just go a little bit like that and then down. Okay, this is some fancy flying here. Let's not crash. What did I just say? So much speed, I don't know what to do with it. This doesn't look terrible for a plane. We just closed on our destination way too fast. But this should mean that we can carry all the heavy things better too. And then gently glide over the mountaintops this time. That was, whoa. Okay, that was way better. Beautiful almost. It just happens to get slightly heavy. But oh yes, beautiful. This is working way better. I'm just sad that the destinations are so close together. Or maybe not, because wow, the speed that we get going here. But there's the ore delivered. But now, can we deliver the steel to the place? As well as the 2 copper, because we have room for that. Okay, it's a little heavier. Wheels are in distress, but not anymore. Just need to get up, get up, get up. Oh, there goes a wheel. We're fine. Nothing's fragile. It just took a little bit longer to get off the ground, but we're okay. Although, wow, the fuel consumption. We definitely need to dial this back and just stay airborne as best we can. So, yes, fuel, bigger jet engine. Got it. We also didn't have enough to support the stone if we wanted to. Not sure if we need it anywhere, but I like to have the option. At least we can afford 2 more of these. And our massive jet engine in the back still lets us take off. Very good. And my goodness, we go so fast coming in here. I think we need to manage our speed a little better, especially because we're about to be delivering ice. So let's just maintain a casual 200 speed, especially because it's not so far away. And then we start to slow down more, and I think we're getting the hang of this. Pull up, and oh, you're kidding! One of the ice broke? Oh, that's annoying. Well, at least we can take some of the things back to the ice planting factory. Ice planting? Ice packing. I don't know how you plant ice. It's like a blue thumb instead of a green thumb. Probably should have used some of that scrap for bigger fuel tanks, but we are still making it. Just, slam the landing. Can't do that with ice or glass. What if we just bring a couple extra ice just for safety's sake? Because we somehow managed to do soft landings when the stuff isn't fragile. Just gotta start laying up on the throttle so we can just glide in and be smooth about it. And oh wow, nothing broke. Why can't we do that the first time? At least they gave us 15 scrap. I think now's a better time for external fuel tanks of the bigger variety, which should save some of the weight. 2, I think. As for how much fuel they actually hold, it is way better than the external tanks. And then just tuck that away. And I guess we might as well start somewhere that's a bit closer to the lumber camp. Might make the travel a little easier. And we have plenty of fuel when we get back here. Just don't hit that tree. Okay, you didn't hit the tree, but stop as well. Stop as well. Okay, we made it. And 5 things of tools is like nothing. The question is, do we try getting straight to the ice packing factory from here? We might be able to. Or, you know, we just fly fast enough to maintain 200 speed, which should save on fuel and get us there in ample time. So the tools are here, and we get 35 scrap, yes. And now if we can get this glass to the fishing port, that should finish that objective. And we are carrying more glass than we need, so hopefully if some breaks, it's not gonna set us back to having to run to the factory again. Although the extra weight is not kind on our fuel use. But let's just maintain minimum speed we need to keep going. And there it is right there, good approach. Slow down a little more. We want this to be a very buttery smooth landing, so let's give ourselves the most clear runway we can. Ideally... No! We broke a glass? That was half of it! So I guess we had to go back here anyway. At least the weight isn't as heavy. And we can get up to 300 for most of the journey anyway, but once we see the port come into view, we should start to slow down. Or just, you know, slow down now so we don't tear the wings off. And then just gently glide on in. We are carrying exactly 2 panes of glass, which is what we need. But this is, way smoother, yes. So that's all done, and we get 40 scrap out of that. I feel like we're gonna need plenty of scrap as we move into the desert area, so that's why I'm doing the rest of these. And of course you need more. I think it's about time our plane got upgraded to the big jet turbines, or jet engines, with the slightly bigger one in the back. Not enough money, really? But we can get 2 of these on the wings. That is a much better profile. So this should get us some really good speeds to make it to the desert. We've done enough here. And the desert is, yes, in that direction. Slow down to reduce stress? I think not. Whoop! There goes one. We're still going. We're still going. We're still making it to the desert. We just don't... Oh, wow. We actually lost enough speed that we were keeping this wing. How are we flying right now? There's the desert in view. Oh, let's try to land with 2 wheels maybe. Oh, boy. This is a trick. Yo! Gosh, that's a tower, that's a tower, that's a tower! But we made it! We actually made it! Are we at the base? Does this not count as being at the base? I feel like the throttle has broken a bit. Just, get over there. And we made it to the base with only 1 wing. Well, I would say in that respect, jet planes are very successful and a lot of fun. That is some crazy speed, but I feel like we are getting close to the source of whatever is going on, and there is plenty of other toys to mess with. So I think we've done a lot of good today. Hope you guys enjoy this return to Aviassembly. And while we see just how high up we can go in a plane, I do hope you guys enjoyed watching. We are going so high up that we are leaving the Earth behind. And the altitude is 4,000, 5,000. Are we about to see stars pretty soon? 6,000, 7. We see the skybox down below us. That's fun. We have broken the altitude meter, and there was an eagle up here? What? Okay, well, we have gone 13,000 altitude in the air, and back down we go. Hello, eagle, what are you doing up here? Okay, I guess they answered that question, so pardon me while I fall into a void. Oh my gosh, we're about to lose the wings going straight down. Oh, there they go. Well, now this is quite the shuttle. Reaching speed records by going straight to the ground. Sub to intern.